Everybody, welcome to Sunday Night Live. I decided to go early a little bit because I do have some tackle I'd like to show off tonight, and I figure I'd just get that out of the way. I'm going to share real quick here on Facebook, get that out of the way. Uh, all right, here we go. Hey guys, hey Abraham, how you doing, buddy? Hey there, Robert. Hey, fishing for whatever. What's up, Alex? How you guys? I haven't been going live back there in my studio lately, and that's because I am trying. I'm waiting. I bought a Ethernet cable, so next time I go live back, new video, Braden. I put you guys in there. Hey there, Bob. Good evening. Hey there, Ryan. I wanted to tell you guys tonight too. I'm pretty proud. We have 90 anglers in the tournament, so that is just epic. Hi there, Gina. I was not expecting to have 90 people in there. So I am very happy. And I think it's going to be a blast of a tournament. I might change one of the fish species up, though. And I want to talk about this tonight. I want you guys to help me figure that out. Thanks, Muhammad. I appreciate that, man. God bless you, too. And Happy New Year to you, too, brother. Hey there, Rick. Did you see the new video you were in? Gemma was star of the show, too. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing good too. Yeah, I'm doing better, Ryan. Yep. Just had some jerks get at me is all. I did actually. I did get deer this season. I've got two videos on here of me getting deer. I got my one I got a doe during rifle season and a buck during bow season. So what's happening, Jason? How you doing, brother? Hey there, sis. I appreciate you hopping on. I hope you have a good night at work. Hey there, Denise. Happy New Year to you too. uh, oh, I sure hope not, Alex. I hope it's not lagging. A surprise fish to the tournament. See, the only problem with that is if I do, I'm betting you're talking goldfish. But I think if I were to add an extra fish species, well, I know this. If I add an extra one, I'll have to break the money up even more. And the one thing I'm happy about, I was really hoping to get to where we're at because now every winning species will be over $100, which is what I really wanted it to be something cool like that. So anybody that wins a fish, you're going to get $100. So that's really cool. I think it's going to be great. But yeah, I'm thinking about adding a different species because one thing I want to talk about tonight is I do have a species on there that not very many people get through the ice except for myself and a few others, and that is the brook trout. I don't think there's very many people that's going to get the brook trout. And I'm really thinking I should change that up to either pumpkin seed or, somebody just mentioned bowfin. I could probably do that too because people catch a lot of dogfish through the ice. And I figured I should probably change brook trout over. But I wanted to give that option to you guys and let you decide. I didn't want to just change it up on everybody without everybody's opinion. So Happy New Year's to you too, Charles. No weasels, Ryan. I haven't put a trap back out though since we had that storm. We lost all the snow after it went away. It went away fast. Now we don't have snow. We had some snow this morning, then it went away again. Weasel trapping is not that good unless you've got some snow on the ground. I know. I thought that was funny, Gina. When he sent me that picture, I don't know if he showed you or not, but I sent him one too. I thought it was funny he caught goldfish. Well, he caught a couple, I think. I've only caught one in my whole life. But when he sent me that picture, it really brought back memories. I caught this one. You can't even see the tail because it's white. It was one I think you'd consider that a koi, but it had a beautiful white tail and it was like a football. But I'll never forget that day because it came through on my black and white underwater camera. So when it did, orange looks white under the ice. So I see this white fish coming at me on the black and white camera. I'm like, what the heck is that? And it was a giant goldfish. Skidway, cool, man. Not one panfish. Dang. Well, thank you. Thank you, Abraham. I appreciate that, man. Oh, thanks, Ryan. It definitely was. That was a big one, man. 55 pounds. See, that's the thing too, though, Ryan, is the you've got to have bowfin in the UP because your pike lakes, like any shallow body of water, is going to have bowfin. That's like a nationwide fish. Burbot, on the other hand, there are very few lakes that have burbot. And that's another one that I only know a couple people a year that get any burbot through the ice. So I don't think that would be a good one either. I need to pick something that people catch a lot of. Um, Rock bass, there are a lot of rock bass everywhere, Pat, but I don't see very many of them caught through the ice either. I might get one or two a year if I'm lucky. I don't know why, but the rock bass just seem to disappear in the winter. So 10 inches last week to 3 inches of ice. Wow. Yeah, we didn't lose. We got lucky. We didn't really lose our ice. So yeah, it's so weird though, Pat, because in the winter or the summertime, I can catch rock bass everywhere, but not this time of year. Hey there, Dave. How you doing, brother? Long time no see, man. Happy New Year to you too. I hope you've been doing good. Hopefully you've made it out on the ice. I have some product tonight that I want to show you guys. I got a whole box of goodies here. Just more ice fishing stuff that I've ordered that I'd like to show off. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Mike. Bowfin are in the UP because they're going to be even like those. I know there's floodwaters like the Dollarville. Basically, anywhere that you've got shallow waters or pretty much any pike water. If there's a lot of pike, there's usually some bowfin. Now I understand, burbot. Yeah, that's a little tougher, but bowfin seem to be about everywhere. It is, but that's another too that honestly I've never caught a bowfin through the ice ever. I have lost a couple, and I see them all the time, but hey there, Shane. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too, man. Hi, Brooklyn. I want to start off tonight showing you guys these 13 fishing, which 13 fishing, if you wonder, they're the ones that make that really nice inline reel that you see me using right now, the Black Betty. I absolutely love that reel. It was a lot of money. I ain't going to lie. I never thought in a million years I'd spend that much money on an ice fishing reel, but I bought it last year. I wanted to see how I liked it. And I don't know if I'll ever go back to a spinning reel through the ice because that inline reel is really incredible. Being able to just push the button and let the thing drop is really wonderful. It works great. So I really like that. But 13 Fishing is a great company. Houghton Lake. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them in Houghton. Yeah. And Reedsburg, I bet. Yeah. 50 degrees. Wow. Yeah, that would hurt the ice. 3 rods from 13. Yep. Burbot through the ice. Lake Erie. Yeah, it's just one of those. You got to be in like a real special place. I mean, we have some lakes up here that are good for them, but I don't know if out of the 9, you got to figure it seems like a lot, 90 entries in the fishing tournament, but it's really not. You figure out of them 90 people, I'd be surprised if, well, I know one of them's caught a burbot, but I'd be surprised if most of them have ever even touched a burbot, or even bowfin. I'd be surprised if a bunch have even caught bowfin. So I don't know. Thanks, Joe. Happy New Year's to you too. Catfish through the ice. I thought about it, but again, I've never caught one through the ice. I seen my buddy gets a couple through the ice. Luke, he's caught some like smaller ones, and I know they get some big ones through the ice in Saginaw. But again, out of 90 people, how many of them are actually going to go for cats? And Luke ain't in on it. I tried to get him in. He could have done cats, but yeah, thanks, Gina. If you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. But I do want to show off these 13 fishing baits that I just bought. They're plastics. These ones here are called the coconut crab. and I think these are going to be awesome. They're like a tadpole with a bunch of legs. This is the bubble gum. You guys know how much I like my bubble gums, but these are the coconut crab, and they glow really good too. So I think these are going to be good. They have a really good smell to them too. And of course, I bought white because white and pink for me through the ice are the best colors. Red, probably my third favorite. But yeah, these coconut crabs by 13 Fishing, I think are just going to be phenomenal. I wanted to order these and try them, but I think they're going to be really good. Yeah, yeah, I've caught bowfin too, but never through the ice. So, and I see them through the ice, I just don't get them. So, yeah, the teal fins. A lot of people don't know that, Luke. Yep, in the springtime they get a beautiful blue on their fin. They look like something from the ocean. They don't look like something freshwater. Yeah, it's one of those random fish. I don't think it's something I could add to the tournament and actually see people posting pictures. I want to pick fish that people are going to be able to send stuff in all the time. That's why I was thinking I don't have sunfish on there. The reason I didn't just put sunfish is because I know some people would get confused. They would send me photos of red ears or hybrids. And I'll tell you what, there's a big difference between a pumpkin seed and a red ear or a hybrid, and especially difference in size, and it just wouldn't be fair. So I'd have to choose the species, which pumpkin seed would probably be the easiest because I think everywhere has pumpkin seeds. So the next lures that I want to show you guys that I have here, whitefish. That's another one too, though. I mean, I've caught a couple, but I don't know very many other people that have. So splake again. Yeah, I bet you out of those 90, I might be the only one that's caught a splake out of them, or maybe two other people. I want to show you these two. These are made by VMC, which I know Luke likes these two. VMC makes some great stuff. These are their, I think they call them bullfly. Yeah, the bullfly jig. Now, these are cool. These are tungsten, and they are a little weighted, almost like a fly. It's almost, a lot, actually a lot like a fly that you would use, except they're made with tungsten. So they're way too heavy to be used for a fly. But these would work great through the ice. They've got nice hair on them. They're just good. I mean, really good looking jigs. And again, they glow. I got red and white because those are two of my favorite colors. If they would have had a nice bright orange, I would have got that. But these tungsten fly jigs, I think, are going to be really great on all species, especially panfish, though. I'm pretty excited to use those on panfish. It's going to be a good time. Aaron's ice fishing right now. He sure did. Yeah, he did, Gina. Well, I don't know what maybe he's got more, but so I just updated on Facebook recently. I recently updated the leaderboard for the tournament, and Aaron just took place again. He's got a 19.5-inch rainbow trout. Unless he got a 20. Maybe he got a 20. Hey there, Josh. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, VMC's good. Yep. Pink anything is awesome. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, Mike. Nymph jig. I'll have to check that one out. All right, next up. This one I'm super excited about because for those of you that like that recent ice fishing video where I tore it up, you'll see that I used it's one of my favorite lures. It's called the Northland Forage Minnow Jigging Spoon. Now, I recently found this one by Euro Tackle that is darn near the same thing, a little bit difference in shape, a little thicker, but it's got hair at the end of it, which anything with like some feathers is really good. And again, it's in the Wonder Bread color, which was just epic. That's what I was using the other day to catch those gills. It looks big because I have to hold it up to the screen. It's really not, though. It's really small. I like to use small everything through the ice. The only time I say to go big through the ice, I don't even go big for pike, but I say go big for Lakers. That's about it. I can tell they used a 3D printer on these, but they look really nice. That's going to be a good one, especially for crappies, big perch, stuff like that. But again, this was made by Euro Tackle. They call it the T Flasher, and it glows. It's got a good glow to it. Most of these companies use a really great glow paint that you don't have to charge up all the time. That always drives me nuts. But yeah, some of these companies like this one here, you got glow paint that'll last a good while instead of every drop having to recharge. What is the ounce on that T-flasher? This one here, I ordered one of the smaller ones. It's the 1/8. This is one of the 1/8 ounce. Yeah, one of the 1/8 ounce T-flashers. I do want to order more. This is the thing. I like to order one of something before I ever order more, just so I can get a good feel of it, see what it looks like, see what it feels like. Because sometimes, you know, pictures look a lot better than what it is in real life. Kind of like a burger from Burger King looks way better on TV than it does in real life. But that is going to be a good jig right there. Oh, they do. Yeah, Luke. It blows my mind, man. Just like the steelhead, there is, you know, in the spring, it seems like if I'm using a little lure, those steelhead could easily pull it. But god dang, through the ice, those things can hold, man. We still got a lot of ice, Josh. Still got a lot of ice. I was just on Fletcher's yesterday, and there was good 10 inches. The next one I want to show, this one's pretty dang interesting. And we talked about this. One of you guys mentioned it, and it's the reason that I went and bought it. Rule of 3, always buy 3. I could see that. Hey there, Jack. Now, the next one is the Acme, which Acme Company makes awesome stuff. I've been buying a lot of their stuff this season. This is the Hyper Hammer TT. This one is tiny. I actually thought it was going to be a little bigger when I bought it. It's got kind of the cool clown color to it. But it's super small. I can't even remember how. Size 30. They call this color the Party Boy, is what they call it. Yeah, there's a lot of ice up here, dude. It ain't going nowhere, Dave. And we only had the one real warm day. It's not like we're not losing ice. Yeah, I want to show you guys this though. It's pretty cool, and I always hate, the only thing I hate with Rapalas is they use plastic, and sometimes they break, especially when they get cold. They get fragile. These are actually like a rubber, so you ain't got to worry about them breaking. But look at the size of this thing. And they call this color Party Boy. It's hard to see, but in the middle of this, it's got a bead that will work as a rattle, and it goes back and forth on that little, it's got a post in there with a bead. But that is going to be really cool. I'm actually shocked you ever had ice, Russ. That is just, every time people were telling me that you guys were out ice fishing on Saginaw River, I was just like, what? I am really shocked that you guys got ice that quick. Because to be totally honest with you guys, I know a lot of people are fretting losing ice and stuff like that, but I just got a memory on Facebook last year. I just got a memory on Facebook from last year, and it showed that my first time on the ice last year was just 2 days ago. So it wasn't like I was on the ice a couple weeks ago or anything. You know, it's still pretty early. We've definitely had seasons that we weren't on the ice for quite a while after now, but especially Saginaw, man. You guys last year, it took a lot longer than this. So yeah, I try not to buy one. I buy one just to see what obviously I like this one, this T-Hammer. This is going to be a cool lure to use. I'm just a sucker for trying new lures in general. I just like to try different things. So hey there, Michael. Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. Yep, trapping still got a lot of way to go, man. It's gonna be a fun-filled season for sure. Yeah, you guys got ice pretty fast. I was shocked, man. I was shocked. Yeah, there. My one buddy was on Alcona the other day, and he said it was pretty shady, though. The next one, this one I'm not so sure of because the minnow itself might be a little big. I think this is going to be more of a spring and summer type thing for me. But this one, it's made by Northland. They call it the Bro Bug Collection. This is the tungsten mini smelt. It's got these plastic smelt. Now this is something I'd probably use for pike. Crappies would hit them for sure if I could get into a big school of crappie. I got the pink and the chartreuse, but they're just a little big. Walleye, they'll hit them. I wouldn't mind trying these on the Saginaw. These are the 1/16 ounce, but yeah, I wouldn't. It's again just new stuff that I wouldn't mind trying. So, oh geez, I know they're still on Lake St. Clair. They're doing good down there. Oh, I'm definitely coming down, Russ. Definitely. You bet your butt. I really hope to get out on the bay though. I mean, I'm gonna for sure be on the river, but I'm hoping to have a quad or at least hook up with somebody to get me out there this year. Hey there, Danny. Oh, that's all right. I wasn't out today. Nope, no yote snare yet. Because we don't have any snow, Ryan, and it's too hard without snow to be able to really narrow down where they're going. I was hoping because this morning we had snow, and I was really excited, and then it just went away this afternoon. But I see next week we're supposed to have snow, so I gotta wait. Once we get some snow, then I can start walking around finding those nice pinch points where those coyotes are coming and going through the tight spots, and then I can start hammering them. But I won't be setting those snares till I can get some snow. Oh heck yeah, there you go. Let me know how you do down there. That should be fun. Oh jeez. Oh, I'm gonna have coyote skulls this year. I plan on catching a bunch of coyotes. Next up, I want to show you guys. This is a company that I hold dearly. They were my first sponsor, and I honestly I still love. I don't know why I ever left them. To be honest, I should have stuck with them. They were just great people. But I ordered from them the other day. You guys know them. That's Widowmaker jigs. I did order. They had some new stuff that I wanted to try, and my whole life. In fact, I was showing Rick the other day. The first panfish lure that I really remember using was made by K&E Tackle, and they call it the fairy jig. It's just a little teardrop with some wings on it. They also call it the Arnold. Now, that was one of my very favorite lures that I ever used, and they have made a new type of lure, Widowmaker has, that looks like that. And this is it right here, guys. They call this the Neely Bug. They call it the Neely Bug, which I think is a great design. It looks like the old-fashioned ant teardrop that had the little balls on it, but it's got two little flasher spoons. And what you want to do, you want to make sure when you tie these on, there is a rhyme and reason you got to do these just right, but you want to make sure both of these wings are on separate sides, and then you tie it off. And what that does is every time you jiggle this, those blades will flare out. If you did it the other way where the blades were both on the same side, it's going to mess things up. You ain't going to get as much flash. But these things work really good. Again, Widowmaker. I'm so excited to use these. They came out with these. They call them the Neely Bug, and I know they're going to work really good. Mamaska. See, I haven't heard of. Well, I think Mamaska isn't that's that company, right? Um, Now the K&E Tackle, they've been around way longer. If I had to say so, don't quote me, but I would say they were probably the first to ever come out with one of these. That Arnold was probably the very first teardrop that had these blades on it. They've been around forever. I mean, I was using them back in the 90s. So they've been around a good time. These Neely Bugs come in really good colors. I ordered this lime green with the red dots. I've got this one that's like orange with yellow dots, and then the pink with white dots. Um, Again, I'm really excited to use these. They're going to be working really good. Mamuska jigs. Yeah, me too, Pat. Yep, those fairy jigs I used. That was my. I mean, I depended on that. And there's no reason that I didn't, stopped using it, except for the fact that I wanted to try out other lures. But those fairy jigs, You could buy fairy jigs, and that is the only lure that you need in your box for panfish. And pike and that'll nail them too. But if you want a jig that's just good all around all the time for years to come for panfish, it's that fairy jig. Those things. And this to me is just a new style of a fairy jig. Now, if I use these and those blades work just right, you're going to hear me really pumping these up because again, the fairy jig was always my favorite. If these Neely bugs are as good as the fairy jig with the flash, these are going to be some hard to beat lures. Oh, thanks, Denise. I appreciate it. Yep, got 37 people watching right now. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, absolutely, Pat. Yep. I always like the when I use the fairy jig, I use the orange or red with it's got black dot eyes, and I like the gold or chrome blades, but they work great since the 70s. I believe it. Yeah, they've been around. Well, it's a Michigan brand too. That K&E tackle is a Michigan brand, but I'll tell you that lure is just phenomenal. I don't know if I have, Luke. I don't know if I have. I know I've seen some people on there getting them, but again, it's just, there's only, I bet you out of the 90 people that are in the tournament right now, one or two might get a catfish. It's not something that I can expect to see some numbers grow or get some excitement. I don't want to run a tournament all season and have two entries, like, and that's where I think I'm at with the brook trout. That's why I think I should scratch that off and choose something else. I was going to do the brown off, but I think brown trout's going to be a big one, especially for the guys in Wisconsin. Huh. Nebraska catfish ponds. Yeah, then we get down to the pond fishing, though, like private ponds and stuff, which I can't stop anybody from doing, but these are the other one that I really like, guys. These are this style has been around for a very long time, but this is another one by Widowmaker. These are just some of their little. I can't even remember what they call these. Might be the tick. I can't remember, but it's just these little bugs here, and I ordered two of each of them. I've got two of the Wonder Breads. I've got two of these here with it's like pink. I like their crackle. One thing I really like about Widowmaker is they do these crazy paint crackles, and that's something I really like, man. They just have these unique colors. So I ordered some of these crackle paint job ones, but Widowmaker does it right. They know what they're doing. And then these ones here, the ladybugs patterns. Again, these are Widowmaker. I really like their stuff, and it was funny because I messaged them after I made the order, and when I made the order, I messaged them and said that I'll thank you for your product, and I'm happy to start using them again. And they thanked me for using too. So yeah, it is. I mean, we have a ton of catfish, especially places like the Saginaw River. But again, it's one of those things you don't catch a lot of. There's especially I have to think in the way of how many fishermen are actually in the tournament, and 90 people really, it's a lot for me, especially for my very first tournament. It seems like 90 is just a great goal to hit. But when it comes down to 90 people being out on the ice nationwide, it's a tiny number, and the 90 out of the 90 people, I can't really expect to see much for that. No, there's no walleye on the board, dude. No walleye. I was shocked that the first pike just came in the other day. So yeah, I hope so, Josh. You guys are kind of my savior up there for that. These are just some of the regular tungstens, just the normal shape that they got, kind of like a teardrop size shape. But these are, again, Widowmaker Wonder Breads. Actually, they call them Widow Bread, which I think is cool. They've also have their metallic, which I really like their metallics. I used to use all their different metallics, but these were my two favorite, was the bright blue and the lime green. These were great ones. So I got a couple of these. The chartreuse with pink polka dots. That's one of my favorite colors that they make. So I ordered a couple of those. And then this pink here, the pink paint crackle one, I ordered a couple of those too. So I'm definitely loaded up for the season as far as I ordered some more from another company, but I really don't need to. I have enough ice tackle to last me forever. But when companies start coming out with more unique items, I'm gonna buy them because I like to have these things to show you guys, not only on video, but you'll see me using all this stuff. Yeah, if it ain't chartreuse, there ain't no use. Darn right. Chartreuse has always been one of my favorites. I know, I thought so too, Luke, but none of them wanted to get into it, so yeah, I'm not really gonna be. I, I don't have my rifle's not sighted in. I mentioned this in my last video. I'm not that big into rifle hunting. I can only shoot stuff like 100 yards, so it's not even worth my time to really go out for that. I'm just gonna be snaring. I gotta wait for the snow. How many different states are in? No, I don't. I was actually shocked because I didn't know, but right now the guy that just took the lead for the perch is in Washington. So we have. I know we got at least 5 different states. So and that's pretty good for ice fishing. Now, one thing you guys are probably wondering, I was waiting for numbers to go up on the views, but looks like we're stuck here. I wasn't going to auction this off because I did want to keep part of this as something because I felt like it was owed to me, and I felt like I should just keep something because this is by far the most expensive rod that I've ever had. But I'm going to be auctioning off my last Lake Effect rod. Now, this is the Panty Popper. The reason I saved this is because even though it's an ultralight, it's more to me like a medium light. This was a really good walleye rod. This is what I used to slam on the Saginaw last year, and it's just a good rod. This one's the 31-inch ultralight, they say, but I think it's a medium light. I'm going to be auctioning that off. I seen that you had that, Luke. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's definitely my favorite rod. Yep. Yep, definitely my favorite. So I'm going to be auctioning that off. Also, I thought that I'd already got rid of them all, but I found more of these. So I got 5 packs of Ned heads that'll go out along with I found more feisty fries. So there's going to be 5 packs of feisty fries, 5 packs of feisty fries, and 5 Ned heads. So that's going to be going out too. Hey there, Dean. I was going to Rick, but you know what? If I use it, I'm just supporting. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to, I got to support different companies. Get you an Elliott rod. Oh man, that'd be cool, Danny. I mean, that 31-inch there was probably my favorite length that I've had. That was just a great length for inside the shanty and stuff. But I personally love a medium light. To me, a medium light is the perfect all-around rod for walleye, perch, pike, steelhead, you name it. And stuff don't really matter much to me, but I did just order a new rod though a couple days ago with that last order of tackle that I told you guys I just did. No, that's just ice fishing. Just oh, that I see what you say. That's any type of rod that you make. I have a million other rods. Like ice fishing is the only ones that I really didn't have a lot of. But I just ordered a yeah, not a big fan of the Googans. I do like Frostbite a little bit though, some of their stuff. But I did order a really cool rod the other day that I can't remember who made it. I think it's Clam. I'm pretty sure it was a Clam rod, but it was a split, one of those split rods, and I really like it. I'm excited for that when that gets here. Well, I'd be happy to try them, Danny. I'd love to do that. Yeah, I'm always up for. I've never owned. That was the first good rod I ever really owned in my life for ice fishing. I have a lot of great rods for open water, but yeah, it was the Dave Genz special, the split rod, and I think it's gonna be an epic rod. So, yeah, I always trust Dave Genz. He's got great stuff. Just like that caviar jig you guys seen me using the other day that I lost that brookie on. I knew that caviar jig was gonna be epic for trout, and sure enough, that brookie didn't even think twice, man. He hit that harder and faster than I've ever had him hit anything else. So I'm really excited to do that. I'll probably be doing more of that this week too. And I ordered 3 more of those caviar jigs. They have a bunch of different colors, but to me, it's kind of stupid to get into like they've got chartreuse, which there is a use with this, but they've got chartreuse and I think they had black and white. But to me, what's the point of having an egg sack that looks real but looks has the wrong color, you know? So I did get red because red, kind of matches spawn sacks and looks good. But oh yeah, absolutely, Luke. And it's gonna be I'm excited to drift that too in the rivers. I think that thing under a bobber, especially because it's tungsten, it's already got some good weight to it. I won't need any weight. I could drift that thing freely underneath a tungsten or underneath a slip float in the springtime there, or late winter or something, and it's gonna be nuts. But I will be doing more trout fishing. Actually, this year I plan on doing more trout fishing through the ice than I've ever done before. I plan on going up and fishing a lot up north. I plan on fishing some. I've been mapping out some lakes over by Kalkaska that I'd like to try. Yeah, I think so, Luke. Yep, steelhead killer on a slip. I think so. Yep, slip float because it's going to be no different than floating a bag of spawn, man. And most of these guys nowadays are using the eggs. They just use the egg bead is all they're using, and they're doing good. Well, guess what? Now you've got a whole thing that looks like a fresh spawn sack floating down there. It's gonna kill, man. It's gonna kill. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun week. If you guys haven't already, I hope you watch that video I just posted. I understand that. I understand that it's not. Well, to me, it wasn't up to par with the rest of my videos, but I didn't have much content this week, and I didn't want to just make you guys go a long time again without a video. And honestly, I don't know about you, but I loved watching Gemma running around on the ice. She was cuter than hell running around on that ice. So I thought that alone was worth the video. And I thought it was fun to see Rick that's on here. That's Rick Percuner that was in that video. And, Braden that gets on here. He's also in that video. So, and John Stuck, he's another subscriber that was in the video. So I thought that was cool. And that was the first time I met John. He was one of those guys that was on the ice, heard my voice, and said, "Hey, I think that's LT," and comes to talk. So I love that. If you guys ever hear me out and about, come on over and chat. Oh, I do. I got some killer brook trout spots for sure. Yeah, it was Rick. Yeah, I wanted to stay longer. I didn't know that Kevin had a set time because, like I said, I don't. If I go that far, I don't like to just pull out that quick. But yeah, there you go. Well, I don't really have a. I mean, as far as the setup goes, all I use is GoPros. I've got 2 GoPro 8s that I use, and then I use my phone, like the phone for the intros and any little side videos. A lot of my trapping, it's all done with the phone. And no, that's not a fancy special phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S8, I think. I've had it for a few years, so. Oh, thanks, Luke. Oh, have you not did you not see my bluegill video yet, Luke? That one was nuts. That was a good one. Cool, Danny. That's cool. Yeah, the bite was slow. It was bad. But I told Kevin too, usually, I mean, I would have left at noon, to be honest, from Fletcher's, and I would have went to either Clear or Avalon or Grass Lake. There's so many lakes that are pretty dang close up there that if I'm not doing good on one lake, I will leave for the rest of the day and slaughter on another. So, yeah. I would have at least fished the rest of the day probably, Rick, because it's that's what I if I plan a day to fish, that's all I want to do. So, I get it, man. Hey there, Jason. Had a flat coming home. Oh, geez. Sorry to hear that, man. Flat tires always suck. Hey, thanks, Robert. Oh yeah, Gemma was so cute, man. And I wasn't sure about leaving her off the leash, but I thought, this is the best time to try it. And I knew, hey, I should be able to catch her if anything. But she was so good, and every time she'd hear me walking away from a hole, it didn't matter where she was. If she was over by Rick or Braden or anybody else, if I was walking away, she would come find me. She would just run right back to me. A lot of times she stayed right under my feet. I got to say, I'm pretty dang proud of her. Hey, I'm glad you like that, Rob. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, that was why I wanted to throw that in there because I know it's something that I see all the time, but I just figured there was people out there that might not even realize turkeys fly that would want to see that because they get way up in them trees. Oh, you're gonna love it, Luke. It was epic. I should go hit that spot again. I didn't want to because it's getting overpopulated. I might go do it though and just catch and release. But it's full of giant fish, man. Holy cow. Wow. Very nice, Danny. Yeah, Nitro's my dream boat, man. Hey, it was good to see you too, Mark. Thanks, brother. And I appreciate the business, man. I appreciate it. The deer heads, I think I'm at 28 right now, 28 or 29 that's been dropped off. So, yeah, it's great. Yeah, she did. She kept checking on me. Yep. Even though she's a baby, she's my guardian, even though she's just a baby. So, wow. I've never heard of a 19. That'd be pretty cool. Oh my god, that's a bad one, Jason. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've blown the tire twice this year just on my trailer though. Hey Noah, I am in Alcona County. Most of our lakes up here have a minimum of 3 to 5. If you go a little further north, they got more than that. There was people driving quads and stuff out on Grand Lake. So, oh, that's cool, dude. Great Danes. Yeah, that's the thing too, Luke. Is I sometimes I get worried because there are these I'm gonna call them out because I don't care. I know how none of you guys are this way, but there are some weirdos out there that just don't like dogs. And I don't trust somebody that don't like a dog. But some of these people, if a dog runs up to them or something, they'll just, get away from me or just be rude. So I wasn't sure, if I let her loose, I'd be afraid she'd run up on somebody that would just treat her like crap. And but it turned out good. Even there was a random dude out there. I didn't get his name. He was probably 100 yards away. I seen this was the only time Gemma left me. I seen her beeline in that way, and I didn't realize it was because this guy had called her, which is understandable if somebody calls her. But I seen her running that way, and I'm like, Gemma, get back here. The guy turned around and he goes, No, no, I love dogs. Well, she runs up on him and just gives him loving and she's a great dog, man. And I'm pumped how good she did on the ice. So what? Really, Chris? They should be way gone by now, dude. That's nuts. I can't believe they're still here. They were gone for a long time. They don't usually come back in. Hey, quiet down, Jem. I don't I don't really know. I don't even know what Park City is. Gemma, stop. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for the donation. That's so cool. I do have, and I'm guessing you're one of them. I have a friend from Japan that's been sharing my videos, and I love that. So thank you very much. Thank you. And I'm going to be taking my friend from Japan out ice fishing soon for his very first time. It's going to be a blast, and I think it's going to be next weekend that we're going out ice fishing. So it should be a really good time. Oh, Barton City. No, I've never fished that lake, Danny. Monster crappie in Louisiana. See, my biggest crappie was 15 inches, and that was many, many years ago. Oh, well, your chihuahuas are pretty amazing. I love seeing them dogs out with you on the boats and stuff. It's cute. I always love them too, man. The dogs are the best, Luke. Well, you know what's funny, Luke? I don't know if you missed it the other day. But when I mentioned it, I don't even remember when I mentioned it, but I didn't know till I met this guy that Japan has some really great bass fishing. And that is why they have great bass fishing gear. And it just never clicked in my head. I met this guy out on the pier. I was out burbot fishing, really great guy. And we just got to talking about, fishing in general over in Japan. And I really want to go there now to fish because they have giant bass, man. They have giant bass in Japan, largemouth and smallmouth, which I just never realized. It was really cool. And he told me the story about how, I guess it was from back in the war days, like our troops or something were bored and decided to plant some fish so they could fish, and then boom, the fish took off. So it's really a cool story, and it just seems amazing. I really had no idea that they had that kind of fishery over there, but it made me want to go and fish it. And I guess Japan also had like the world record largemouth for a very long time. So very cool though. Actually, I was with a guy that got one this year, Danny. They get Cisco's every year. There's a lot of lakes full of them. Scott. Oh, that's cool, Luke. I'll have to look into some of these videos. I was really amazed. I don't know, Chris. I don't think I've ever been to Tony's Tacos. Oh, they're the best, man. Yeah, Burbot cannot be beat. They are amazing. You'll see me this winter trying to get them through the ice. I plan on taking Ruby. She's sleeping right here. Oh, little butthead. I plan on taking Ruby and Gemma out. I'm gonna buy probably with the money that I make tonight from the rod. I think I'm gonna buy a new chair for her and Gemma because I seen they sell uplifted ice fishing chairs for dogs, and they have a double that would work for those two because obviously they can't both fit on the same little bed. Oh, that's cool, Luke. That's cool. There used to be a God, I think she was Korean. There was a little old man in Oscoda. He was a friend of my dad's for many, many years. And he used to fish with these two all the time, but they caught a lot of fish. Caught a lot of fish. Oh, that's cool. No, actually, Jason, if you get a chance to watch that video tonight that I posted, you'll see that I'm using the same drill. All it was the clam plate was not. I had to really adjust the clam plate because that drill itself, the way the trigger was set on it, when the clam plate bumped it, it was actually stopping it. There was something in the way that stopped the trigger from going all the way up. There was just something blocking it. So I had to move the whole thing over, but it's working so good now. And we drilled, God, yesterday, I bet you we drilled probably 30 holes. And when I got home and checked the battery, it was still half full. So I guarantee I could drill an easy 50 holes out of that thing. It was pretty amazing. In fact, Rick wants one now. I mean, Kevin that I rode with wants one now. I mean, they are pretty dang awesome. Oh man, that'd be great, Luke. Darn. Yeah, it'd probably cost a lot to ship. That's something I should mention too, though, guys, is when I auction off this rod tonight, there will be a $20 shipping charge. And I'm saying this only because it costed me 24 something to ship the last rod. Now, that was just a rod in a box. So it was stupid. It's because of how long it is. It costs a lot. So, um, I don't, I live up here, Danny. I'm guessing you live around me because you're talking about places that I fish on, but I live here. I'm going to be fishing in Oscoda tomorrow. Yeah, I couldn't believe that, Luke. I had no idea. That and it sucked because when I auctioned all that stuff off, um, oh shoot, I sure do fish. I fish a lot. I better write. That's so cool. You live in Hillman. That Hillman's one of my favorite areas to fish. I fish over there a lot. Um, yeah, hopefully he gets a chance to watch my videos. I think he'll enjoy it. That's really cool. That's awesome. Oh, yep, and here comes the spam. Let's see. Hide user. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I do actually have moderators, Dusty. Actually, that here we go. I was waiting for Robert to comment again. There we go. 8-inch Eskimo auger. I know. I think it's really cool, man. My buddy, when he said that he was sharing his videos in Japan, he showed me his Japanese page and that he was sharing it, and it really, I mean, it lit me up, man. I love that. I love knowing that people in other places are watching. It's great. Eskimo Powerhead. Okay. Yeah, I really had to wiggle that drill around to get it to work, but yep, got it though. Ugh. The rod that I'm doing tonight, it's going to be my favorite that I was going to hold on to. This is my panty popper, the 31 inch. Again, they say it's ultra light, but it's more, to me, it's like a medium light. It's got some, it does have some give here at the tip, but then it really loads up fast. So no matter what, you're going to have some backbone. This to me was a really good walleye rod. This is what I was using to catch them on the Saginaw River. And if you go through my videos from last year, I also caught salmon and steelhead on these, so it is a good one. Oh, okay. See, I didn't I might have to do that. I didn't know about the subtitle. Hopefully you guys wouldn't mind subtitles, but I wouldn't mind if I could throw them into my videos. I think it would be cool for other countries. All right. I have a lot of people to fish with though, Danny. No offense at all. I mean, we can meet up for a fishing trip, but God, I got so many people that I have to meet up with, just so many people to where that's why a lot of times I fish by myself, but I do have a lot of people that I'm kind of sworn to that I have to fish with, but we can meet up though. I do a lot of fishing up there. I like to go fish Clear Lake. That's probably my favorite. I like to fish Avalon, Grass Lake, Tomahawk. I fish a lot of your lakes. I want to go up that way though and fish that lakes. Was it Lake 15 for smelt? But I'll add you on Facebook. I'll find you on there. But yeah, tonight I'll be auctioning off this rod. And you know what? I'm not going to do it separate. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. The rod tonight will be auctioned off with, I found these packs here of Feisty Fry. These are going to go with the rod along with these Ned head jigs. Got 5 packs of Neds. So, yeah, those are going to go off with the rod tonight. I'll be doing the auction here in about 3-4 minutes. That's all I do is fish. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys too, this is kind of important. I made a post recently about how I wanted to know whether or not you guys wanted to see me join the fishing tournament. Now, I know I only had a few people that got negative with it and said that I shouldn't. But that was enough for me to think maybe I shouldn't. So I'm not going to join. I didn't join the tournament. But however, I did just recently join a fishing tournament. It costed me $35, but I joined one it's through Fish Donkey. This will be my first time using this app. If all goes well through this app, I'll probably start running my own tournaments through them during the spring and summer. I'm pretty excited about this, but the tournament I'm in right now, it just started today and it goes the whole month of January. It's an ice fishing tournament. So basically I'm still in the tournament with you guys because I'll be able to share my catches with you. You'll be able to see how I'm doing in the tournament standings. I'll keep sharing all this. And I think it's going to be exciting for all of us. Tomorrow I'm planning, I have to go check my beaver traps again. So I'm planning on fishing. I am planning on fishing a spot in Oscoda where I can catch some really big fish, big panfish. So it should be a good time. Hey there, Greg. I hope you're having a good night, brother. Yeah, it's definitely a good bundle for sure. I've never done good in Avery. I caught one big crappie in Avery. I'll have to see if there's a way for me to get subtitles on my live chats. Oh, there you go, Pat. Yeah, Fish Donkey, the app. Yep. Should be fun. It should be fun. Probably when I get off of here, I'll overlook all the species, but I'm hoping to kick butt. And the reason it costed me so much is I signed up for the Masters portion, so there's bigger winnings and everything else. So it should be a lot of fun. Don't join your tournament, but record your catches. And if someone, that's what I was going to do anyway, Luke. Like when I mentioned that in there, I said that even if I won, I was going to give it to the next person down anyways. So I wasn't going to actually win, but the fact that they maybe a door prize, that would be fun though. If somebody beats me on some fish, it's a good idea. Maybe I will add some just to see if that'd be cool. Hey there, outdoors woman. How you doing? Tomahawk Lake's good for crappie. Yeah, I like it for bluegills. I do pretty good on bluegills. A lot of, the crappies. I've never caught big ones out of there, but there's definitely quite a few crappie in there. And bass and pike, obviously. I've been fishing tomahawk since I was a kid. I do fish that bay, Danny. Your comment got hidden because I don't like to name that kind of stuff on here. Not because of the name, but because of how it needs to be kind of a hidden location. I don't share all my locations, but I do fish that spot. I know what you're talking about, Danny. All right, guys, it is 7:30. This is when I said I would do it. So, like I said, though, there's going to be a $20 charge for shipping on the rod because it's going to cost me more than that. This rod is probably going to cost me $25 to ship, but I will charge $20 and I'll cover whatever else it takes. Plus, I'm throwing in other stuff, so the box itself is going to be heavier. But I'm auctioning off this rod, so anybody that wants to Yeah, you're welcome. Anybody that wants to bid on this, this is that 31-inch panty pounder, ultralight rod, but it's nice. It's like a medium light. This is a really good rod for, I used it a lot last year for walleye, steelhead. I caught splake on it, salmon. Oh, a little bit of everything. This was my go-to rod last season. Definitely my favorite. Pretty much brand new. It was only used for one season. So if anybody wants to bid on this, I could also sign it for you if you'd like. And again, they come with all those, the tip's nice and soft. It's a soft tip all the way till about here. And then you get nice backbone, which is what you want. You don't want something too soft to where it, you can't get a good hook set. So Braden's got her at 25. We're at $25 right now. Like I said, you get this rod, you get a bunch of feisty fries. I think there's 5. One, you get the chrome. Is that a pumpkin? Green beret. The orange one, chartreuse. And you get 5 packs of Lake Effect Ned heads. So these are all going out. No, I don't have Discord. Nope. But that's what we got going on right now, guys. I'd be down for that, Robert. It'd be fun to go to Japan. But right now, Braden had it at 25. Mark bumped it up to 30. $30. $30, guys. Oh, you just got a tickle stick. Oh, man. 35. Like I said, too, it is a $20 shipping charge because it's just stupid expensive for me to ship these. It's still going to cost me money to ship it, but it's going to come with tackle. The box is going to be pretty heavy. So I'll probably throw some of my own stuff in there. I like to hook you guys up with things. Right now we're at 35 though. Pat Allen is at $35. $35. Yeah, this rod is amazing. This is it's definitely the best ice rod that I've ever had. So definitely. $40. We're at $40. McKinley Mark put her at 40. Braden's got her at 50. $50. There's no way to post fishing pictures on here, Danny. $50. We're at $50. Yeah, Gina knows. Yeah, this rod's awesome. So yep, my stuff too, Robert. I'll be throwing some of my tackle in there. We're at $55. I like to throw my tackle plus some decals. I always like to mix and match my stuff with anything you guys order. So same thing. If you guys order lures from me, anybody that wants to order ice fishing lures, I always throw in free decals. So it's just something I like to do. But again, this rod right now, we are at 55, 60. Braden's at 60, $60, $70, $70. Mark's at 70, $70. Just beat you there a little bit, Pat. And Braden, if you win it, you don't have to pay shipping because obviously I can just bring it to your house. So right now we're at 70. Mark's got her at 70. Pat bumped her up to 80. We're at 80. I always like to sweeten the pot because to me it's nothing. Even though it costs me money to make the lures, they're there. I'd rather see people using them. So I like to toss things in when I can. No matter what, when you guys order things from me, I always like to throw things in. So Mark bumped her up to 100. We're at $100. $100 right now for this really nice rod. Like I said, best ice rod that I've ever used. It's really nice because it's got the seated. I mean, this is just made to put your reel in so that you never have to adjust it. It's really awesome. Really awesome. So I sure did, John. Yep, sure did. Thank you. I put you all in there. Yeah, there's 90 of you entered right now. So $100. We're at $100 right now for the rod. You get 5 packs of feisty fry and 5 Ned head jigs. Well, there's actually 10 Ned heads. You get 2 in a pack. So right now we're at $100. $100. Mark's got it at $100 right now. And I want you guys to know, those of you that are in on the fishing tournament, all the fish right now are at $100. So if you win that fish species, you're going to make $100. Well, you'll make 90 because it costs 10 to enter, but that's a pretty good deal. You pay 10 and you can win 100. So Mark's got it right now, $100. $100 for this panty popper, 31-inch ultralight. Again, to me, it's more like a medium light. It is a perfect, and that's what I like in a rod. I don't like ultra light. I don't like super light stuff. I like a light tip like this, but I don't like I really don't like having a super light rod because then you can't get a good hook set. You can't get a good hook set. So oh, it's gonna be fun, man. Yeah. We've got some good ice going on up here, John. Yeah, it's nice. Yep, twist to tight. That's what it is. You put your reel on there, and you just twist this to tighten it up. I mean, it's slick. Lake Effect knows what they're doing with rods. This is definitely like I said, the best rod I ever had. So it's nice. And again, whoever wins this, I'll if you want me to, I'll sign it. So just let me know, and then you get 5 packs of Feisty Fry and 5 Ned Head jigs. So I don't know how much in general that's all worth, but I know it's a bunch. So. But Mark's got it at 100. I'm going to let it go for another minute if nobody else wants to bid on it. But we're at $100 right now. $100. You get this rod, you get the Feisty Fries, you get the Ned Head jigs. So $100. And like I said, there's nothing wrong. I never even took the plastic off of these. I like to leave the plastics on the cork so that they stay like new. So this is all pretty much brand new rod. Brand new rod. It was even featured on Michigan Outdoors. Extra light rods. Yeah, I don't just, you don't get, I mean, if a big fish comes in, you get a steelhead or something comes in, you're not going to get a good hook set, and it's going to be so hard to keep a fish on that's big. Hey there, Taylor. Happy New Year's to you too. Thank you. We definitely got good ice now. Yep. Hey there, Terry. Yeah, the jigs work all year round too. Absolutely. Yep. Those Ned Head jigs and the plastics, even, those are going to be killer for Lakers. Killer for Lakers. All right, guys, only about 30 more seconds. If nobody wants to bid, on it, Mark's going to have her for $100. We're at $100 right now for the ice fishing rod, 5 packs of Feisty Fry, and 120. Jason bumped her to 120. Half inch sunfish to it. This is true. Yeah, Luke. Yep. Thanks for that. Yeah, you can catch a half inch sunfish all the way up to a 30-inch pike because, again, it's a super light tip, but it really fast, it gets that backbone. So, yeah, just a killer rod. Really good. 98 plus 1% of Wellman's. 125. Mark's got her at 125. 125 right now. 125 for the ice rod. Bunch of plastics. You get 5 packs of the Feisty Fries and the Ned Head jigs. We're at 125 right now. 125. Got the Hot Nana. One of them's kind of swimmed out of there. You got the Gnarly Char. I think there's one. Oh, no, they've swum out too. We got Chartreuse. Is that a pumpkin? And the little green berets. So I get it, Pat. 130. We are at 130. Jason bumped her up to 130. 130 for the ice rod, the Feisty Fries, and you get 5 packs of, they're all assorted, different colors, different weights, but 5 packs of the Ned Head jigs. Oh, they are. They're, I mean, Neds are my go-to, and these, I don't know what company they're using for the hooks, but they are the strongest hooks that I've ever used. They are, when I hooked pike on those things, it would go straight through the top of the pike's mouth and just tear right. I mean, it was crazy hooks. So, oh yeah, this holds up to, in my opinion, this is better for bigger fish. Yep, this is better for bigger fish, Bill. I mean, the panty stopper definitely holds big fish because I caught him on that. But this, in my opinion, this is better for hooking and keeping on bigger fish. It's got a little more backbone than the panty stopper. Hey there, Aquarius. Yeah, that is Taylor. Yep. That's what we fished with. You got that right. We're at 130. I'm just going to let it go for, yeah, it's just a little stiffer. The tip is still nice and soft, so you get a good, I mean, you could feel a bite on this easily, but then it's got a lot of backbone. So I'm just going to get it go for about 30 more seconds, guys. 30 more seconds if nobody else wants to bid. Jason will have it for $130. We're at $130. Jason, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I did say it's $20 shipping fee, just because it's the last rod I shipped costed me 25 something or 24 something, and this is going to cost me more because I have to ship, the tackle too. So Mark jumped her up 135. We're at 135. 135, guys. Like I said, it's got the really nice adjustment here. You can screw your reel on real easy. Never have to worry. Like most of my rods, I electrical tape the reel on so that it stays in place. You don't have to do that with this. It's got the lure holder hook like a lot of your open water rods. It's just a really good one. But we are at 135 right now, guys. 135. 135. Mark's got her at 135. I'm going to let this go for about 30 more seconds if nobody else wants to jump in. We're at 135 right now for the ice rod. 5 packs of feisty fries and 5 of their jigs, their Ned jigs. And they work really good. You got about 8 frost bites. Hey, McParland, 140. Jason bumped her again. We're at 140. 140 right now, guys. 140 for the ice rod, which I will sign if you guys want me to. Ice rod, you got the feisty fries, and you got the jigs. We're at $140 right now. 140. And like I said, with this money, I will use it to buy a new dog bed that will hold Gemma and Ruby. I found a nice one online the other day. I wanted to get them because I need a bed big enough for 2 dogs now. So right now we're at 140. Jason Biz has her at 140. Jason, you'll have to get up here and fish with me soon, brother. The ice is nice. We got good ice. So I'm going to be trying to fish every day if I can. But right now we got this rod here, guys. We got feisty fries and we got the jigs. If it's for the dogs, it is too. 160. Dang. Mark, yeah, you like the dogs. They like you too. He was here today giving them some lovin's. Oh, Jem's definitely getting big now. I'll call her in a second. Yeah, it's a custom rod. Yep, it's nice. But we're at 160 now. 160. 160. So I can get the dogs the best bed that they can get. Right, Gemma? Come here, Gem. Come on. Come here. She's as big as Ruby now. She's huge. We're at 160 right now. 60 fry and the jigs. Come on, baby. Oh, she's getting to where I can barely pick her up now. She's almost as big as Hey there, Doug. Yeah. This is Gemma though, guys. She's getting to be a biggin. But we're at 160 right now. That's the ice rod, the jigs, and the plastics. Mark's got her at 160. I know, she was so little. She grew way too fast. All yours, Mark. All right. Oh. All right, then. Going once, going twice, and it is yours. Congratulations, Mark, and thank you so much. Gemma says thank you, too, because now she won't have to freeze her feet. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, actually getting that foam flooring's a good idea too for them. I like those little puzzle pieces. Miss Ruby, I sure can. She's sleeping, but I can show her. I'll wake her up. Gemma Cam. Yeah, God. Oh, you guys would get so dizzy with a Gemma Cam. She was being so nuts. All right, sounds good. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, that'll be great then. That you know what? If you're doing that, then definitely don't even think about the $20 shipping. That'll be great. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate that. Come here, baby girl. Need you to wake up. Oh, you got friends that want to see you. You're just being tired, old baby girl. Everybody says, "Hey, Ruby." She's sleeping behind me. She likes to sleep behind me in the chair. Says, "Why you go wake me up? I was sleeping." Yep. Big baby. Oh yeah. Ruby's such a good baby girl. IKEA bags. No, they do got, last year I had the nice I had that one little rollout foam piece, which it was just one piece, but it worked great. But it did end up freezing down on me the one night when I slept out on it, and when I peeled it up it ripped. So I do want to buy a new one. They're cheap. I can get them really cheap, but we're going to be doing a lot of ice camping, me and the dogs this year, so I want to make sure we're all set up for it. So Gina says hi, Ruby. Ruby. Gina says hey. Teeter Pig Spring Bobber. I don't think I ever heard of that one. Ryan. I've used spring bobbers. I used to like them a lot, but they freeze up so much. I'm always, trying to blow out the tip of it. And no, I'm not going to be on Venetton tomorrow, Rich. I am going to check it when I'm in town because that's where I'm running the traps anyway. Come here, baby girls. Come on. So I am going to check the ice while I'm on Venetton, but I'm not fishing there. I'm going to a spot that I know has a lot of big panfish. Greg says hi, Rube. Yeah. Then Mr. Thor has to get in. 1-inch foam tiles. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. Those were the ones I liked. Was those 1-inch, those foam tiles I seen last year. They were great. Thank you. You being the big baby boobies. Yeah, she's a good girl. Ain't you, babes? She's my best friend. Light up clam ice buster bobbers. No, I haven't seen those. I have not seen those. I'll have to check them out though. Near future, ever doing an autograph session merchandise sale. It's funny you say that, Chris, because I have thought about doing it at Wellman's. I don't know about autographs. I know some of you asked for them, and I like to do it, but I just don't feel enough like enough of a person to be doing autographs. I just don't feel that special. But if people ask for them, I definitely will. But I am thinking about doing a day at Wellman's where I sit and answer questions for people that want to ask questions. I've thought about doing some. What was that called, Gina, recently that Aaron did? What do they call those? I can't quite remember. Okay. Yeah. Email me a pic, Ryan. That'd be cool. For lights in the shanty. All right. You're going to like this, Bill. This is kind of interesting. And this is what I like to do. I like to use, you can buy those little green lights that you use to sink in the water for smelt or crappie. I like to use that. And what I do is I put it through the top of my shanty because no matter what shanty you got, it doesn't matter if it's a hub or a fold up old Chappelle, you're going to have a bar up at the top of your shanty. So I just put that through the bar and let it hang. And then it's got alligator clips. You just hook it to the battery and boom, you got lights all night long. That's when I'm camping. I love to leave that green light. It's not too bright, but it's bright enough where you can see everything. You can see your rod tips. That's what I like to do myself. So that's what I recommend. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, Thor, I'll tell you, it, he's actually really old, like ancient. I honestly don't know how old he is. He's got to be, I'd say at least like 16. He's pretty old. It's okay, Gina. I think it was answered. Yep, Ray answered it. That's all I need. Um, I don't think so, McParland. I mean, I don't, because honestly, if the pike's gonna bite through the mono, they're gonna bite through it. They're gonna bite through it before they even hit the steel eater. I don't like to use steel eaters even on my tip ups. The only thing though with the grabber, set the hook. You don't. If it's braid, sure you can give them a rip, but with that mono, I don't do it. I'll set the hook a little lighter and then I play them a little longer. It's just a matter of making sure that you remember in your mind that you've got mono. But I'll tell you what, mono's a game changer. When you start pike fishing with mono and you get the hang of that, lightly fighting them, you're going to love it. It's so good. But yeah, ice fishing seminar, Ray said, and that is exactly what I was trying to think of. But I have thought about doing seminars here. It was an idea that Aaron gave me because he did one. And there's a place, it's an emergency, it's an old EMS center off of 72 that I think they rent out. I have thought about doing little seminars maybe there where I could teach maybe monthly, even doing trapping, whatever, mushrooming, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really thinking though about doing something like that. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Yeah, try it out, Bill. You're going to like it. The smelt fishing light it's perfect because you don't want something too bright, but you want it bright enough where you can see your rod tips. That's all it takes, man. Yee. Oh, that'd be cool, Ben. Heck yeah. That'd be really cool. Well, that's where I'll probably do it is Wellman's, just because they're basically my hub. So Gemma, you might be, Bill. I don't use any heavier than 4. Actually 4 pounds all I use all winter on any of my stuff, except for my pike rigs. Those are 10 pound, but you gotta stop being mean. Yeah, 2 pounds good, but again, it's just one of those. I have a better feeling if I hook into a pike. I feel a lot safer with 4 pound than I would with 2. And then again, steelhead, especially steelhead, I don't know if I could handle. I think one good line peel with 2 pound test and it's gone. But yeah, 4 for me is like all around. Yeah, even walleye, Bill. Yep. Especially walleye, you don't want to go too heavy. Through the ice, walleye seem even more line shy than they would be open water. So if you use that stuff, 6, I would say 6 max, and that's pushing it for walleye. Yep, it's pushing it. I can teach a lot about the mushrooms. Hey, thank you so much for that gift. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you. Yeah, pretty much a meet and greet. Yep. I think I'm going to do something like that at Wellman's. I've been wanting to talk to him about it where I just set up a table either inside or outside, whatever, and just answer questions, give out decals. Yeah, just meet people. Oh yeah, definitely changed, Bill. Yep. In the spring and summertime, 8. Yeah, 8's my go-to for everything in the spring and summer. But I definitely wouldn't use 8 through the ice. Yeah, I don't use colored line through the ice either because a lot of that does look like rope. 6 pound fluoro. See, I could see that being good. I tried fluoro on my spinning rods this year, casting, didn't like it, but I think through the ice would be good. 4 pound suffix. See, I use 4 pound Berkeley micro ice is what I put on all of my ice rods. Super heavy bassin. No, you know what though, Luke? It all depends on the cover that you're fishing in. I see that you fish a lot of heavy cover. It's just basically if I'm fishing Tawas Lake or something like that, which to me is a lot like what you fish down there with the pads and everything. Definitely, I use braid. I ain't gonna use something thin in that, but that's the only time I really use heavy stuff because you got to be able to pull them out of that stuff. But you're welcome, Bill. Yeah, that's true, Luke. Very true. Yep. Anything over 4 pound is definitely like honestly, Bill. If you tried to tie a little tungsten onto your 8 pound, I don't think it's possible. I don't think like you got to have small enough line for those little jigs. So yeah, four is probably, in my opinion, the perfect ice line. Like when I was down walleye fishing the Saginaw last year, you'll see that I never broke off, and all I was using was 4, and I caught a lot of walleye. Yeah, they've been well, I don't think so behind the resort, but they've been ice fishing in shallow water just off of the point. P line. That's what I bought last year and tried casting, and I just didn't like it, but it's tough. I bet, Bill. I bet. Hey, there's my buddy. Hey, Max. Dude, it's funny that you're on here because I just, because of you putting the word out there, I've got another friend on here from Japan. So that's really cool. Hope you did good, man. 1/4 pound sewing thread. Sheesh. Yeah, I tried. I really tried 1 pound before, but yeah, absolutely. Yep. Can't speak. He said he can't speak English, so he's typing on here for me. Yep. Yep. Bad fishing 30 pound. 30 pound braid. Yeah, see, I don't even use that heavy really. Yeah, that's the way I guess you're supposed to use it for leader, especially on spinning rods, but yeah, Japanese have a lot of good everything. I mean, especially their hooks. I love their hooks. I always wondered why they had so much great bass stuff, and now I know they've got good bass fishing too. So, hey there, Troy. We got to get together, brother. I want to do some walleye ice fishing with you, man. That would be epic. I'm sure it won't be too long. I'm going to be fishing in Oscoda tomorrow. I'm doing an ice tournament for the whole month of January. So I'm going to be working on that tomorrow. To everybody that hopped on here tonight. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's kindness. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Luke. All right, sounds good, Max. I'm actually hopping off of here anyways. My time's up, so I just wanted to hop on though and let you guys know we got a bunch of ice up here, Troy. Get a hold of me, man. There was 10 inches out on Fletcher, so if you want to do some fishing, get a hold of me. We got to go hit some spots, but hey, better late than never, Deke. I appreciate it, brother. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I got to remember to swing on over, so. I guess Dave wants to get in on the tournament too, so he said he dropped off money for you. But I want to tell everybody, I hope you guys have a good night. It was great chatting with you guys again. I love, every week that you guys get on with me. I love chatting with you. I love answering questions. So thank you guys so much. I know 63 on now, right? Go figure. I might have to start going later. My throat can't take much, but I might have to do it. But I love you guys. And again, thank you all for hopping on here. I look forward to chatting with you guys next week. Thank you so much for everything you do, and have a safe week, guys. Get out on the ice, do some fishing. We got a bunch of ice up here.